Hey everyone, Jenna here from Simple Hobby Homesteading as usual. Hi Echo. Echo decided to just walk in. We are at October 31st, the end of the month. Happy Halloween. And she's brought a ball in here and she's going to play the entire time I'm doing this video. Echo, come here, bitte. Echo, come here. Hello, there's my husky. Hello, yes, you are loved. You're so loved. Hello. Okay, now you need to be quiet because I'm doing a video. All right. She's like, I'm gone. Okay, so the end of October, I just kind of like to do, I'm going to start liking to do, or I'm going to do, you know what I mean, an end of the month recap. What I was in love with this month, what I found out that I liked, just all sorts of wonderful things for this month. So first of all, what I've been into, because hello October, only in southern Indiana, do you get in 1 month 90-degree weather and then 30-degree weather. So we get both ends of the gamut, and it is the 31st today. Happy Halloween again. And oh, real quick, I wanted to read, because it is Halloween and it's raining cats and dogs out there, and a good friend of mine, John, 2 days ago wrote just the perfect, I don't know, sign of the times, I guess. Most places, because it was forecasted for horrible rain and storms tonight, they switched their trick-or-treating to Tuesday night, last night. So all the kids went trick-or-treating and had a great time, stayed dry. Now, first of all, I remember back in the day in Wisconsin, trick-or-treating with rain and snow, and we just bundled up and we went through it. And maybe we got pneumonia, maybe we got sick, but we were sugared up and we didn't care. So I don't know, this is definitely a sign of a kinder, gentler time that they change trick-or-treating to a more, I don't know, weather appropriate night. So John is one of my greatest friends, his whole family, John, Amy, Ty, all of them, I love them. So I just want to read you this. He posted this on social media. What I love about Boonville: a threat of apocalyptic rain up to 4 inches and flood warnings is not enough to change the date for trick-or-treating on the square. While other towns, Chandler, Henderson, Dale, Newburgh, have changed their festivities to Tuesday, we refuse to bow down to the threat of flash floods and lightning. We as a community want to preserve the sanctity of October 31st. Just as the Pilgrims refuse to let threats of Indian attacks change their trick-or-treating, we will not be oppressed in our search for sugary treats. I know what you are thinking. John, you do not have small children. You won't even be there. Well, you are wrong, and that is triple exclamation points. I will be on the square handing out candy and doubling my money on several hundred cheap umbrellas I plan to purchase today. If you need to purchase one of these fine umbrellas, I will be the gray-bearded fellow handing out Kit Kats and Snickers and wearing a black 55-gallon trash bag. Of course, there may be several hundred black trash bags wandering around the square, so I would look for the gray beard. Obviously, I am being sarcastic. I hope the meteorologists are all wrong and Boonville ends up looking like geniuses for refusing to postpone the festivities. It's hard to believe that every meteorologist would be wrong, though. Well, John, they weren't wrong. It is officially raining cats and dogs all day, and it looks to just get worse as we get into the night. So, Boo in Boonville happening on the Boonville Square this evening. More power to you. Going back to my roots, I support you 110%. So, you go, Boonville. You don't bow down. But John, amazing writer, just witty, and I love him. Just absolutely love him. All right, so my favorites for October. First of all, it is warm it is cool, so it's time for something warm. And that is my favorite. Oh, and also John had a new baby lamb born, a bunch of new baby lambs. And a bunch of his mamas are actually the bottle babies that I raised up for him, or not raised up, but bottle fed for him up till the time they were weaned and then gave back to him. And so those mamas are now mamas to new babies, and they're being great mamas to those babies. So I like to think, you know, maybe my nurturing spirit helped a little bit with that. So that's fun. But anyway, so congratulations, John, on your lambs being born on the farm. So what I'm into right now is lemon zinger tea. Oh, how I love lemon zinger tea. Celestial seasonings, amazing. Some lemon zinger tea with some honey, and I am loving my honey from the Mediterranean that I get from our family there that lives there. But if you can't find honey from over in Greece or Cyprus or something like that, then local honey is amazing. I highly recommend the PJ Bittner's or PJB honey. Also, there's a honey place in Boonville, and I need to stop and see if they sell honey all season long. I'm not sure if they bottle. I know they bottle up during like honey season, spring, summer, but I'm not sure if they bottle enough to sell through fall and winter. If they do, then I'm totally going to go there. They say if you consume honey locally, like local honey, it will help if you have any allergies, like flora allergies. Flora meaning like ragweed or any kind of pollen allergies. If you consume local honey, then that helps with your allergies. So lemon zinger tea, oh, it's my favorite. It's my favorite, and with a bunch of honey in there. And it's good for the soul. It's so good. And did you know that zinger teas are hibiscus-based teas and are great for lowering blood pressure? So they're relaxing in that way too. So drink. I'm in love with lemon zinger tea because, and it's a seasonal thing. Every fall and winter it happens. I fall in love with it. And so that's my tea. Okay, employee of the month. We're going to do this each month as well. Just pick someone, and I went today to try to stalk her, to actually get, not like stalk her in a bad way, but stalk her in the best way possible, to get a picture of her so I could have like a cool 8x10 and we could start a wall of just random people, employees of the month. And it's Katrina at Hobby Lobby, and she was not working today. So Katrina, we will get a picture of you and get it up on a wall in the farmhouse here. But Katrina, let me tell you this story that she was amazing. So I went to Hobby Lobby. I wanted to frame a giraffe picture that I've had. It's a mama giraffe kissing the top of her baby giraffe's head and like smooshing it down. It's so cute. I've had the print for almost 15 years. And we've just moved and I've never gotten it framed. And so finally I wanted to get it framed. And so I went to Hobby Lobby and I was going to frame it myself. I found the perfect frame. I already had the glass. And so I just needed the matting to go the back, not the matting, but because I wanted the frame, the print in the whole big frame. I didn't want any kind of mat or anything, but I needed the backing and how you get the backing to stay there with the glass in front, because I just got like a hollow frame. And I wanted it to look really, really good, and I wanted it to last a long time. And so I asked the lady in the photo department or the framing department of Hobby Lobby, I asked her, hey, could you just point me to where I need to get the little thingies to secure and the backing and just how I need to finish this, where I need to get that, what I need to get. And she just said, and her name being Katrina, I later found out, just said, oh, hey, come over here, let me help you. She's like, it'll cost you way more to buy all the supplies than it would for me just to do it for you quick, and I'll show you how to do it as we go along, so next time you can do it yourself if you want. So in the matter of 5 minutes, of which we talked about abortion, of which we talked about presidency and politics, and we talked about refugees and about the gospel, in that 5 minutes, in that conversation, she explained to me as she was going along how she framed this picture professionally in 5 minutes. And it cost me, I want to say like $7 total. And she did amazing. She put this like acid-free backing on it that'll preserve it, and she put all the little things in, and she cleaned the glass perfectly and sprayed all the dust off, and then she put this backing on it that was gorgeous, and she put the thing on to hang it, like the claspy things or whatever to hang it. So it was ready for when I got home to just hang on the wall, just immediately hang on the wall, professionally framed for like $7. It was, and we had great conversation. So Katrina, woot woot to you, and you are employee of the month for reals. Anyone that wants to go to get any framing done, Hobby Lobby is your place. We just lost the light bulb. It's been doing that. It'll go off and it'll come back on and then it'll go off. So maybe during this video it'll come back on. It's a bulb issue. So okay, employee of the month, we're good. Amazon steal of the month, October. It is the apple peeler. And this apple peeler was showcased in my, what was it? Oh, Apple Crisp video. Now, it's normally $40, and it was on sale for $19.99 for the last week or two. Now it's gone up to like $24.97, so it's now like $25. Still a steal down from its $40, but not as much of a steal. You all should have taken me up on it when it was $19.99, and a few of you did. Good on you. So that apple peeler is phenomenal, and I highly recommend it. So, and that helps make quick work of your apple crisp. And another recipe that we're going to be showing here in a little bit, these little apple pies that are so yummy. So apple crisp or apple peeler, that's my Amazon steal of the month. It's getting less stealable as the time goes on. It'll soon be back up to regular price. And it's very highly rated too, that's what's crazy. All right, my favorite book right now, it is Anything by Patricia McDonald. I am telling you, I have read in the last month, I think I've read 8 of her books maybe. I can read a book of hers in a day. And so I'm just loving anything with Patricia McDonald. She's so good. And they're clean. It's clean reading, no smut. It's just good reading. It's like murder mystery kind of thing. So yes, Anything by Patricia McDonald. Okay, magazine. All right, so I am loving Countryside, and this is a lifelong love of mine, and my new copy just came, and that's why I'm loving it even more right now. And there will be a copy of this in the giveaway box, which I'm going to showcase tomorrow. You have to, if you have not tuned into anything so far, you have to tune into tomorrow, because I'm going to showcase a giveaway box for all of the subscribers to this YouTube channel. So it's take any subscription box out there and multiply it by 100, and that's what you're getting in this box. I'm going to show you tomorrow in a video everything that you're going to get in the box. So it's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And Countryside will be in there. Countryside is a good magazine, even if you don't live in the country. It's got really practical recipes, really practical ways to save money, to eat healthy, to live healthy, to relax, and to foster community. It's a good, wholesome, and it's an old magazine. I'm gonna have to look back and see what it goes back to, but it goes back way, way far. So it's just, it's such an amazing magazine. I love Countryside. So there we go, magazine check, got our favorite magazine. All right, my favorite food, oddly enough, I'm into limes lately. I am just loving limes. I put limes in everything. I'll quarter a lime and put it in my infuser bottle. So this is just a bottle that's got like a thing like that, and you put fruit or whatever you want in there, and then you just screw it up there, and then you just put water in here, and then you've got your drink to go. And I've been going through probably about 7 or 8 of those a day, which is so good, just with plain lime. I just put some lime in there, and I don't change this out each time, the infuser. I just put new water in, and the limes stay good. Oh, the light bulb can get back on. The limes stay good throughout the day, so it's so good. But I've been into limes. So I've been doing a lot of salsa, because that's got lime in it, a lot of guacamole that's got lime in it. I've been doing a lot of lime yogurt. And okay, here's something people have been asking lately. Jenna, we thought you had this alpha-gal allergy, but we've been seeing you eat dairy and some gelatin and things like that with some different videos I've done. I do still have the alpha-gal allergy, and I just had an appointment with my immunologist, in fact, and he said he doesn't know, I'm not reacting to dairy or gelatin anymore much. And so he has my numbers haven't changed. He has no idea why I'm not reacting to those things, but I'm just not. And he's so funny, because he's like, well, and I said, well, so I can eat that stuff? And he looks at me and he's like, well, I've never told you you can't eat anything. I've just told you, if you eat mammal-based products, milk, gelatin, any kind of meat that's out of a mammal, he's like, be prepared for the repercussions, whether it be anaphylactic shock, which I've had, whether it be stomach troubles, which I've had, and so he's like, I've never told you can't eat those things. You're your own person. You can do whatever you want. And he's like, whatever you want to do, you do. He's like, but I'm here to tell you your numbers have not changed. You are still, according to your blood test, very allergic to all mammal-based product. And so the fact that I'm not reacting much at all to dairy or gelatin, who knows why? And so I am eating dairy and gelatin in small amounts. So there you go. But anyways, I get an almond milk-based yogurt, and I throw some chocolate chips, some white chocolate chips, and some like vanilla wafers crumpled up, and some lime in there. So good. Even like some lime zest. Anything with limes lately. I'm just loving lime life. The lime life. So okay, my favorite food, limes, check, which is an odd favorite food for the fall. All right, oh, and for drinks, I did a video with the Walmart brand versus name brand pop, and the Ale 8, someone told me, ginger ale I said was my favorite pop, and they said, have you tried Ale 8? And it's an original ginger ale soft drink, and no, I had not. I tried it, the most mellow, wonderful flavor ever. So this might be my new go-to ginger ale. This will also be in the giveaway box, so I can't wait for you to tune in tomorrow. But yes, so I'm loving ginger ale as well. So my favorite show, of course, always Survivor. We're watching Survivor each night as a family. What we do is we watch like the old episodes, one each night as a family. And so we're loving our Survivor. And also Last Man Standing came back. Yay for that. If you haven't checked out that show, love Last Man Standing with Tim Allen. So that's favorite shows right now. Song. Okay, so my favorite song right now is The Last of the Great Whales. And it's like a Celtic song, and it's got a little bit of an agenda to it. But I just love how it starts out slow and it just picks up. It's got a great beat to it. It's got great music, great instrumentation to it, and it sounds kind of Celtic-y, Irish-y, and I'm just loving it. And my boys think I'm crazy because, I mean, Gunnar just says you have the weirdest taste in music, but I love it. And so here in a minute, I think I'm gonna play a little bit of it for you. And so, what else? You know, my favorite moment, now I don't live for moments in life, I live for the greater picture of what my aim in life is, but I do appreciate moments. And this month, my favorite moment of all time was I had sinned against my husband, I had wronged him, and I admitted it. I came to him and I said, hey, I did this. I don't think you were even aware that I did it, but I did it. It's been on my mind, and I confessed it to him, and he was quick to first acknowledge that, yeah, that was wrong. You know, he didn't sugarcoat it. He didn't say, oh, don't worry about it. And he said, that was mean. And I said, yes, it was. And then he was so quick to say, I forgive you, you know. And not only that, he was quick to say, let's figure out how I had some fault there. What led up to you doing that, where I was at fault. And so I was just like, wow, take everything off my shoulders there, husband. So good on him. And it just helped trust. And it helped marriage. We've been married for like 21 years, so this is a good thing, and this is something that all marriages should strive for. It's not our marriage is not the picture perfect marriage, and no marriage is. If you think any marriage is, you are wrong. But just that response. So if you can have that response with your friends, kids, your husband, when they come to you and say, hey, I screwed up. If you can acknowledge that, yeah, you did. Forgive that, and then try to figure out where you were at fault that led up to that, because I can almost guarantee you hold some sort of fault, and that doesn't mean you beat yourself up for the next 15 years over it, but you know, maybe you need to confess something to them, or maybe, you know, it's so full of grace and mercy that is amazing. So that was absolutely my favorite moment of the month. I still when I think of it, I'm like, wow, I married a good guy. That's awesome. So, and it's a good example, you know, for our kids to see. It's a good example for others to see. It was awesome. And so I loved it. And it doesn't always happen. I don't always respond gracefully to him. He doesn't always respond gracefully to me. But when we do, oh, it's beautiful. It's amazing. So there goes the light bulb again. It's just going to be like some kind of weird flash show this day. So October 31st, I think that is most of it, right? That's pretty much everything, guys. So it's going to be a nice short video, so I can upload this before midnight, the end of the day. If you guys are heading to Boonville, go. Do your thing, get all wet, get your candy, have a good time. And you guys, this has been a great October, such a wonderful October, and I hope for an even better November. So you all have a great day and enjoy this beautiful weather. Bye-bye.